First pitch. And we are underway from Tampa as the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball one. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty V, what we're seeing there is a team, D-Row. They're starting to put the gas pedal down right now. They're starting to get some length in this division.
Yeah, this team's playing well. They're playing with confidence. You can tell guys are walking to the plate with a swagger. Their pitchers are taking them out and executing pitches down and away. This is a good ball club. Hey, back when I first broke into the big leagues, a lot of the pitchers wanted to work east to west. Now, with such an uptick in velocity, these guys are working north-south. That's just a great elevated fastball with serious velocity on it.
With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. Mark, how do they bounce back and avoid the dreaded sweep?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
Nope,
1-2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2. Bases are empty, one man out. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Stan Brito is on deck. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with one away.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Now to the plate, Stan Brito. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting. From the stretch. Fouled off. Torres is over to take a look. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early in the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
Looped out toward third, and this will be taken in by the third baseman for the second out. Digging in, Bo Winter entering play. He's ranked number 6 in the National League RBI race, and with a chance to add to that total here. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. DaCosta stands at second with 2 gone. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. And he'll try to hold back on the pitch inside, but he pretty clearly broke the plane that time. It's strike 2. This is on the ground over to first. Backhanded. And he's safe. And it looks like we're going to see time called here as he looked to come up a bit gingerly after he hit the first base bag. But from all indications, it looks like it won't be enough to take him out of the ballgame. Coming to the plate now, Greg Rivera, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Missed with a slider. Runners on first and third, 2 away. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there, and even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. Winter rounds the corner and is headed home. He will score as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks in this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked, drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs, and they're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
Stepping up now, Arturo Gonzalez. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make-or-break moment in this game. When you're playing a first-place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
Now the 1-0 is low and outside for a ball.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Cho is there. And that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Marlins 2, the Rays coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Damian Boovie gets the ball for Miami in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this starting pitcher right here can strike some people out. It's not easy to average a strikeout per inning, but that's what he's been able to do so far. And if he brings a good assortment of pitches like he's brought all season long, we could see another game filled with quite a few strikeouts.
And leading off for
At the plate, Boyce Cruz, as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, I can't tell you how important it is to throw that first run up on the board, and that's exactly what they did. A little crooked number, a 2 spot to give their pitcher a chance to relax and go out and pound the strike zone. This team has been playing red-hot baseball recently.
The 1-2. Swinging a soft liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff hitter reaches with good speed. The 2-hole hitter can handle the bat. We'll see if they have a play on here with nobody out. Stepping up to the plate, Chad Floyd. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder tucked, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in his center field.
Boovie, playing here in his age 34 season, is currently 3rd in All-Star fan voting among starting pitchers, so he's hopeful at least to get an invite to the festivities.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
Not particularly graceful there, and as a result, he'll be slapped with an E4 on the play. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Man, it was already a dicey situation with 2 on and no out. And
in the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Called a strike on the inside part of the plate. 2-1. Cruz, the runner at 3rd. Floyd is at 2nd with nobody out. And it misses. 3-1 now.
a lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there. Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
And a fastball just below the knees, ball one.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1. To 2-2 now.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an ending double play.
And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded. Now a moment here in St. Pete for a glance at the Rays starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, and they're frustrating to watch at times because they ground into the most double plays in the league. You want to talk about a pitcher's best friend. You finally get a guy on first base, and you're coming unglued. First pitch down below the knees, grounding into a double play and bailing everybody out. I need better approaches out of this lineup today.
Up around the face.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
The 2-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Batting fifth, center fielder, Stephen Cho.
Now at the plate, Stephen Cho, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. So they load the bases on just 1 hit, but 3 men are left stranded. We'll head to the second inning here in St. Pete. Miami's out in front, 2-0. Up next from Miami, Sammy Chastain. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
These teams don't match up all that often, but due to interleague, they get a chance to play this season, and it's really difficult to sweep a team in a 3-game series when you don't play that team all that often.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. And on one hand, they can be happy they've got their ace on the mound for them in this sweep game, but on the other hand, they're tasked with facing an ace themselves.
It sure is. This is one of those games where you flip a coin heads or tails. 2 terrific starting pitchers, both teams firing their bullets. Their aces going today. This should be a good one.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Digging in now, Mark Morrow. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. First pitch of the at-bat. Sacrifice attempt here. And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned.
All right, let's take a look at the Tampa Bay Rays on defense. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Striding into the box, Maxwell Lima. The average for him entering play, not far north of 200. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through at 1 strike. Boy, in a perfect spot for the splitter there. It's 0-2.
Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use that aggressiveness and make him chase now.
Here's the 0-2. And this is fouled at the plate. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a little tapper. Chastain, the runner at second with one away. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. He'll try again, 1-2. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
In now, Sam Javeri as he drives a liner to right center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Hey, you know, Dero, a lot of the top pitchers, if you're going to get to them, you want to get to them early. This is a big lead, 3-0 early against a very good pitcher like this guy.
Yeah, they have to feel good about this one, Dan. Going to have to find a way to slowly tack on runs, but if you would have told this offense they'd have 3 early, they would have took it.
Stepping in now, DeMarcus DeCosta, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Now a throw over. Runner back safely. Now the 1-0. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. He's running. Strike taken. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Grounded to third. Little takes it in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Marlins forced to settle for 1. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Marlins 3, the Rays nothing. So striding forward now, Randy Ortiz, hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 0-1 delivery. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Back up the middle. DeCosta over to his left. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And when you talk about third base, you talk about a step and a dive. But you better have something to go with it when you get to your knees. And that's what this guy has. An absolute howitzer.
Striding in, Michael Franco. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. 1-0 the count. The 1-0. Fouled away. The 1-1. Is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Into the box now, Martin Torres. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Just missed with a breaking ball.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
3-0 now.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Now batting.
Riding in once again, Boyce Cruz. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
The 0-1 pitch. Popped him up. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Rays strand just the 1. They trail it here 3-0. Another beautiful day here in Central Florida, but we continue our game under the roof here at Tropicana Field. Stepping in, Stan Brito. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
And he fouls this one off. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Comes set, now the pitch. And this one gets away. And just what they wanted offensively as the runner moves into scoring position.
I think this all stems from the fact that they're trying to make sure the guy at the plate doesn't hurt them at all. And with that base open at first, they might opt to just put him on.
Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
Standing in now, Greg Rivera. Popped him up. Little shading to his right. And that's the first out of the inning. Ready now for the Marlins, Arturo Gonzalez. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. lay off that slider and make him bring up something straight in the strike zone.
That's by him for strike one. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center. Number 23 for him thus far. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next hitter.
Into the box, Sammy Chastain. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
That fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tried to get him with the cutter, but it's a full count, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And he chases one up the ladder as he hits a high fly ball out to straightaway center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. In now, Mark Morrow. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. A ball and no strikes. 3 runs already home here. Line towards center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's the mark. At the plate, Chad Floyd. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Javeri is right there, 1 down. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as we head toward the All-Star break, you can see he's on top of the NL in that category. Now at the plate, Steven Beltran. He drew a walk his first time up. Right over the middle, knee high. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that 2-seam fastball.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2. Swing, and oh my, hit him with the high. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a solo shot here to left center field, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far, and they're on the board at 6-1.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
Stepping in now, Rolando Munoz, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. One out, nobody on. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
And he held up in time, but it's strike three called, and there are two down.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
In now, Jason Little, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Grounded down the third baseline. Brito scoops it up, and the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time, and we'll have to see how they want to score that play.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Standing in now, Stephen Cho. He'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball one. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Lifted the other way to left center. Chastain is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Rays answer right back on the solo home run. We played 3 full, and this is now a 6-1 ball game. So stepping in, Maxwell Lima. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. Not cheated on that swing, but the splitters by him 0-2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
Too high. 1-2. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1. Ready for another shot now. Sam Javeri. He singled his last time up. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt to first pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Cho has a play. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Up next for the Marlins.
Ready once again, DeMarcus DaCosta. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Low for ball 1. DaCosta, the former Royal, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
And that finds its way through for a base hit. So a nice job there by the 2-hole hitter to extend the inning for the middle of the order.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
First offering on its way. Cut fastball inside, ball 1.
That's what makes pitching so difficult. You get the first 2 guys out of the inning, then you give up that 2-out base hit. Now you have the middle part of the order coming up, and this is where you have to really refocus on that mound, stay out of a potential big inning.
And it's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Well, he made quick work of the first 2 guys this half inning, getting 2 quick outs, but then he gives up a base hit and now the walk. We'll see if he has it in him to draw the line in the sand and get out of this.
Now the Rays manager is going to take that slow walk out toward the mound, and he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Ray Gonzalez answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Bo Winter will be his first assignment here, as they'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat. And that pitch catches the inside corner. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. DaCosta at second. Brito on at first with 2 down. And there's ball 2 now.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Popped him up. Franco has room in foul territory, and the inning is over. Up next for the Rays, Randy Ortiz. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Count now, a ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
Smoked on the ground left side. DaCosta has it. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Boy, there's a quality infield base hit right there. That kind of reminded me of the old Yankees shortstop Derek Jeter on that jump throw.
Hey, that's why this is the pros. Back in the day, that's a knock all day long. But up here, guys are making those plays, at least making you think about them. That's an amazing play by the shortstop to leave his feet and at least make this close.
He's set, and the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And this one's in the dirt. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And a bad time for that as the runner takes second here. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the 2nd time this afternoon.
Now batting, catcher, Martin.
Digging in for his second at bat, Martin Torres. Here comes the first pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Brito is up with it. Throw gets him. 2 down. So Tampa's batting order turns over and set to go. Boyce Cruz, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And a ball 1-0. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. That's in there, base hit. And the throw in gets away from him. And he is in to score from second as the throwing mistake defensively came back to factor into that one. So he's aboard with his second hit of the afternoon so far as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. To short, Scooped up. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. Couple of hits lead to a run here for Tampa Bay. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Marlins 6, the Rays 2. Digging in once again, Greg Rivera.
For the Marlins, first baseman, Greg Rivera.
Here's the first pitch to him. Back up the middle. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Up next for the Marlins, right fielder.
Ready to take his hacks again, Arturo Gonzalez, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. And a sinker dips too low there, into the dirt in fact. Hit on the ground to short. And quickly there are 2 away. So his day is fully over as you get a look at the pitching line for the Rays starter. And he'll likely do his best to forget about today. At the plate, Sammy Chastain, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike 1, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
Beltran is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Miami down in order. They lead it 6-2. Leading off the inning, Steven Beltran, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And that one just missed outside. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
And he struck him out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box, Rolando Munoz, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Munoz brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is the norm for this ball player. I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
3-1 the count now. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
Stepping in now, Jason Little, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. That's inside. 2-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Into the corner and slicing foul. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Maybe a rug burner too after that one as we get another look at it here. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Digging in the switch hitter, Mark Morrow.
Leading off for the Marlins, second baseman, Mark Morrow.
First pitch of the at-bat. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Looks at a two-seamer right down the middle. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Swing and a miss, 2-2 now.
Looped under that one with that swing, which tells me he was probably anticipating it being a sinker.
Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Hit back up the middle. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Now batting, catcher.
Now in the box, Maxwell Lima. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off. Bases are empty, one man out. Takes a pitch high and away for ball one. Hard hit ball to second. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Now batting, the center fielder, Sam.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Sam Javeri. From the stretch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Lima, base runner at first with one out. The 0-2 home. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And there's a pitch down in the dirt for ball number two.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball four.
Runners on first with one down. Runners on the move for second. This is flared out towards second. But this is hauled in by the second baseman. Now a throw behind the runner, and it's in time to get him. And that, folks, is the danger of the hit and run. So no runs on one base hit, no errors, and no one left on. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Marlins. So coming to the plate, Stephen Cho. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Tried to get the arms extended, but he couldn't. 1-1. Now a half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike two. Misses. Ball two. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Into the box now, Randy Ortiz. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time. Work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field.
Into the box now, Michael Franco. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Nothing doing for Tampa. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Back here at Tropicana Field in St. Pete. It's on to the 7th inning with the Marlins on top, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Chad Bettis is
leading off for the Marlins. Shortstop, DeMarcus DeCosta.
first pitch on its way. And that one right down Main Street. Ball 1.
1-1.
Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. Three and 1 to the Marlins middle infielder.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Marlins right now would do anything to get a leadoff walk to get this inning started.
Strike 2 called, and it's full 3-2. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Settling in now, Stan Brito. First delivery to him on the way. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
From the belt, the pitch. This is foul right side. Ready with another 0-2. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Wow, that's a close pitch to take, but when you're a good hitter like this guy, to take that pitch on 0-2, you have to have a pretty good eye.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Bo Winter. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. For the first pitch, a check at first and a dive, but he's back in there. Here comes the first pitch. In the dirt here. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. A 1-0 delivery. Pitch out. Nothing doing. DeCosta leads off first with 1 away. Takes a knee-high fastball. Popped him up. Little in foul ground. 2 down. Standing in, Greg Rivera.
Greg Rivera.
First pitch on its way. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. in the air down the right field line. And foul. Another 1-2 delivery.
Nope.
And that one stayed up a little high. 2 out with the man at first. Line toward the gap in left center. Cho is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1 left for Miami. They lead it 6-2. Leading off the inning, Martin Torres, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising. So
first pitch of the at-bat. And that misses for ball 1. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Hey, he's been on point from the start of this game. Just pounding the zone with a high 90s fastball. It almost looks like he's gotten stronger as the game's gone on.
Sharp ground ball to third. Brito right there. And there's 1 away. So this has been another fine outing for him this afternoon as we check out the league leaders in ERA. And as you can see right there, he's up near the top in the National League, currently 3rd best. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Boyce Cruz. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Swing and a liner. Foul. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
Hey, you know, Matty V, this is all you can ask for as a manager in today's game in baseball. Very rarely do we see guys get through the 7th inning. So he's through the 6th here with 1 out, and Mark DeRosa, so far so good, a pretty decent outing.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be batter to batter here for the manager if he's going to continue to ride this hot hand or if he's going to go to the bullpen.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
He's certainly done an amazing job right here, grinding to get early 2 outs with the number 2 hitter and the middle of the order lurking. He would love to see 3, 4, 5 with no one on base next inning.
That's lifted the other way out to left. And he'll pull this one down a step or 2 in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Rays. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Number 25 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 25.
Now at the plate, Arturo Gonzalez.
Leading off for Miami, right fielder, Arturo Gonzalez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. The Rays entered the day looking to wrap up a big series sweep, but it's going to take some late game heroics in order to make that a reality.
Never easy to sweep any team, but this is a close one, and there's an old saying in baseball, a bloop and a blast, and if they can stay close, get a base hit, get somebody to hit one out of the ballpark, they're not out of this one yet.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. And for the opposition, wrapping this up and salvaging a win would at least make their trip out of here a little more pleasant.
This could be just what the doctor ordered. Nobody likes to get swept on the road, so winning this one could be big for building back team morale.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Arturo Gonzalez is retired to kick off the inning. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The batter, number 26, second baseman.
Standing in, Mark Morrow. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. hit him. Let's hope he's okay. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the... Tom Francisco is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Tom Francisco. And leading off for the Rays, right fielder, Stephen Beltran.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
And the inning begins with a quick out number one. There's a look at the final line for the Marlins starting pitcher. Great day's work any way you look at it. To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Rolando Munoz. Here comes the first pitch. Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball 1-0.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And this one is gone, a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Sixth home run on the season for him. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason. So he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
Digging in to try it again, Jason Little, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game.
Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Gone! Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. So a solo shot here to left center field, number 22 on the year, and they cut the gap here. It's now 6-4. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the fourth to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, T-Will. Ball flying out of the ball.
Now batting, center fielder, Stephen
Justin Samuels answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the ninth inning without any trouble.
Samuels.
Standing in now, Stephen Cho, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. The Rays find themselves losing in the late innings. What are your thoughts on this one, guys?
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs that's going to win the ball.
In there, strike one.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Behind 0-2 now. Hits are even at 7 apiece. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen. Andres Ramirez enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. Hit hard towards center. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. With that, the Marlins get a good start to the inning with their leadoff man aboard.
How about it?
It's a great job right there to get a leadoff knock. You got the lead. You have a chance to add on in the later innings. Leadoff guy getting on sets the tone.
And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. Into the box, Sam Javeri. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. One and one to the Marlins leadoff hitter. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Lima aboard here at first with nobody out. Runner goes for second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
You might say that steal is on the catcher because the pitcher was so quick to the plate with his delivery, but I think the credit has to go to the base runner. Great jump, and he really showed off his speed there.
The 1-2. Misses. Ball 2. A runner at second, nobody out. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And the throw is there to record the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, DeMarcus DaCosta. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Well, he had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. Now a long throw to third. Throw won't get him. And the runner from second will stay put at third. So they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Stepping in now, Stan Brito, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Throw over to first, and he'll get back in standing. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Yeah. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Bo Winter. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. From the stretch. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. In his career, Winter is certainly one of the right guys to have at the plate in this spot. A long ball would be huge, and he's hit more than 300 of them in his career.
Oh, yeah, when he knocked the donut off his bat on the on-deck circle, Matty, that was the only thing that was on his mind. He's been in this situation multiple times in his career. The moment will not get too big for him. He knows how to slow it down. Don't be shocked if he leaves Earth right here.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Miguel Ramirez comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Miguel Ramirez.
Striding in to start the 9th, Michael Franco as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
Michael Franco.
Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike. Count.
Line toward right center. Gonzalez is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away. So digging in now, Martin Torres. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Into the box now, Boyce Cruz. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ball game. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Just a bit low, ball 3.
Well, this is a big pitch right here. 2 outs in the 9th. The last thing you want to do is walk a guy and bring the tying run to the plate.
3-1 the count now. 2-run game, last of the 9th with 2 away. There's a drive out toward the gap in left center. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Well, the pitcher gives up the double. He can't do anything about that now. He just needs to put it behind him and focus on the man at the plate. If he takes care of him, the game is over. On the other hand, if he gives up a bomb, this thing is tied. It's getting a little dicey.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. On the ground to the right side. Morrow ranges to his left. Throw to first is going to be in time to take care of him, and the Marlins will salvage at least the finale in this 3-game series as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking to keep it rolling the rest of the way.
6-4 the outcome today. Miami jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Damian Bowie earns his league-best 14th win. Rene Blanco struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. Miguel Ramirez hammers down the save, his 22nd. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Our paid attendance at Tropicana Field this afternoon, a sellout of 45,000. The Rays thank you and hope you'll join us again real soon.